it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my August TBR. So it's been quite some time since I filmed, but I just had that urge to film today. It is raining, dark, and dreary, even though it's kind of bright with the white cast for some reason. It's still dark and dreary outside. And I just felt like it was the perfect time to film, and I just kind of had a kick to read, which is good because I need to read my July book club pick by tomorrow, and also I started a reading vlog. So yeah, all good fun things that I'm really excited for. So I'm not gonna give myself a crazy August TBR because August is gonna be quite hectic. Hannah is coming to visit. She'll be here in 3 days or 4 days. She's coming on Thursday, but really early Thursday. So technically, yeah, 3 days. Today's Monday. She's gonna be here in 3 days. I am so freaking excited. I haven't seen my best friend since 2019 because of dang COVID. We see each other every year usually. And so I'm just really excited to see her. Anyways, so like I said, I don't want to give myself too crazy of a TBR because I really don't want to bog myself down. So I'm thinking 4 books, and I think that is really good because lately I've only been reading 1 book a month. So I think I can up it a little bit. So the first book that I have that should have been for July, but we are at the very beginning of August and our live show is tomorrow, is The Poison Heart by Kaylin Byron. I'm really excited to read this. I've already started it. I'm a few chapters in. I am really enjoying it. I did go into it blind, and so I don't really know too much of what it's about. I just know that we follow a young girl and she is able to manipulate plants. Like, she can make them grow, she can make them wither. She has these like special abilities with nature. So far it's really interesting. It's unique. I haven't read anything like it. I'm really enjoying it. The writing style flows beautifully. It's not like bogging me down. I think it's gonna be a quick read. So I'm really enjoying this one so far. I have to read it by tomorrow. Like I said, our live show is tomorrow, and that's gonna be over on Hannah's channel. So we do our live show the first Tuesday of the next month, and it is at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central. Next on my list is a book that I have been meaning to get for like over a year now, and that is Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Ellen. This is a book that Hannah sent to me a while ago. She read it. This is her favorite book. She read it and she annotated in it, and so I'm really excited to read it and see what she thinks and kind of like what her thoughts were while she was reading this book. So I'm very excited. This is another book that I've been meaning to get, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read it. I really feel like it. I keep saying I'm gonna read it, and she's supposed to be reading Sea Swept, which is one of my favorite books that I sent her with all of my annotations. So we keep telling each other that we're gonna read it, and we haven't. I hope Hannah likes Sea Swept. She's already told me she started it. She's like maybe 20 pages in, and she's like, I don't really like the character. And I'm like, yeah, at the very beginning, the character, he's a bit of an asshole. So I hope she doesn't like hate it. And I told her, I'm like, I won't feel bad if you don't like it. That was one of the books that I've read when I was like 14, 15 years old, and it just like stuck with me. Next, I do want to listen to an audiobook, and it's finally ready for me to listen to, and that is Any Way the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell. This is the 3rd book in the Carry On series by Rainbow Rowell, the Simon Snow series. Carry On is one of my favorite books. You guys know that. I've mentioned it numerous times on my channel. I've read it multiple times. I can't even count the amount of times I've reread it. Then Wayward Son was the 2nd one right here, and to be quite honest, I didn't enjoy it as much as Carry On. It had very much of a different atmosphere. In Wayward Son, we're dealing with the main character is dealing with some mental health, and it's a completely different style of book. And it's not that the book was bad. The book wasn't bad. It just wasn't that carry on book. It wasn't, it was just different, a different atmosphere. And so I've been a little hesitant to start, what's it called again? Any Way the Wind Blows. But I mean, I really want to. I love this series, so I definitely want to get to it. So that is on my list. It's a 15-hour book, but I do listen to my books at about 1.5, 1.75, it just depends. Sometimes I can even get it up to 2 times speed. So it really just depends on the audiobook. So okay now. Sorry, Kira's on the floor playing. I'm almost done. And I said I was gonna have 4 books for this, okay. All right, I have like 2 minutes. So anyway, so I said I was gonna have 4 books for this TBR. So the next book that I'm thinking, I'm wanting to do a reread. And I've got a few in mind that I'm not sure. I'm thinking of maybe Sea Swept, because it is one of my favorite books and it always gets me out of reading slump. I also want, because I want something a little fast-paced, upbeat, something that I've already read, like I said. So I'm either thinking Sea Swept. I'm also thinking of maybe rereading the Bloodline series. Hannah is doing that right now and it is making me want to reread it. Or another thought is I recently read the Illuminate Files a few months ago. I listened to the audiobook, so I'm thinking maybe I'll reread Gemina. Gemina is actually my favorite book in the Illuminate Files. It looks hefty and it looks like it would be a huge time commitment, but it's not. I mean, some of these pages have like just a couple words, pictures, Instagram, wow, instant messaging, video footage, countdowns. It is so cool. If you are into science fiction, fast pace, and really cool format, highly recommend. I think I'm honestly talking myself into it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's my TBR. I'm gonna Garden Spells, Gemina, The Poison Heart, and listening to Any Way the Wind Blows. So I'm very happy with this TBR. I think it should be manageable. We are the beginning of August and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have some reading vlogs up. I'm also planning on doing a video on my most anticipated books for the second half of the year, maybe a mid-year book freakout tag. It just kind of all depends on what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be reading, happy to be filming. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos to come and I will see you next time. Bye.